Welcome guys to UEFN Academy. In this video I will show you the whole map project of Steal a Brainrot, which you can get on my Patreon. Yeah, so that's basically the whole project with all the Steal a Brainrot mechanics. We have a item shop here with working items. So for example, here we have a ghost functionality. We have currently one event, which is a lava event. During the event, so we have increased spawn rates of particular brainrots of particular type. So here we have the rebirth shop, currently with 4 rebirths. Here we have the fortune wheel. And here we have the admin abuse keypad. So the game is designed this way that we have this keypad in the middle, which gives you some admin abuse ability. You don't have to use it. You can make it another way, the normal way, so that we have the admin abuse events every couple of days, and you share the admin abuse codes on your social media or somewhere. You can do it however you like. So that's basically our base. Currently we are on Rebirth 0. So we don't have another floor. Otherwise we would have the second floor. And here we have the brainrots. So we can, of course, if we aim it correctly, we can sell the brainrots. And in case we have another player, we can of course get the brainrot and steal them from another player. Yeah, so that's the whole map. I will try to publish it as soon as I can, so that you can try it by yourself. So eventually I will leave the map code here on the video and in the description. So yeah, let's start with the whole overview. Okay, so we have a general device overview. So this is basically all the devices we are using in our game. So that's a simple version. If you saw other creators and how it looks like, so they have like thousands of tracker devices, of carrier bit devices, they switching them. But no, in my version, this is all you need. Simple and customizable. So in this case, the first device, right? We have the Brainrot conveyor device, which is responsible for the moving carpet. And here we have the button pool. So all the buttons which we will be using, and they are changing each other. So whenever the Brainrot is byte, or when it went through all the waypoints and completed its way, then we will return the button to button pool, and another Brainrot will take it over. The same thing with Brainrot billboards. So that's also billboard Brainrot pool. So that's Brainrot conveyor device. Here we have initial spawn positions. So that's those are our waypoints. So basically, if you want to change where the brainrots go, you can, for example, move it up, then the brainrot will go here, up there, and down there. So that's a customizable path you can take. In the very first version, I didn't implement it like this, but I think this way is much more customizable. You can just, make the path however you like. Just make sure that, as you see here, I have this building here, which is a starter. Here will Brainrot spawn, and it will look smoothly when they come out. So they go out of this place, and they go inside here, and here they despawn. Yeah, so it looks very smoothly here. So yeah, that's our conveyor device. Second device, this is game manager. Here you are setting up the all existing bases. So we have 6 bases in this map. We're assigning all the other devices. Here we have a currency system. This is basically just mechanic which holds the information about the gold. In this game we have only one currency, so there is not much to do, but this just holds the information about the current gold we have, current money we have, and just makes some some modifiers on those on the money, so we can increase, decrease, and set the money values. Here we have the HUD controller, which show you show on the UI all the currency actions. Here we have our persistence. So here is persistence manager, which holds all the definitions of items, of Brainrots, of rebirth requirements. That's a trigger to force the reloading of quickbar in case you want to do some kind of action, like whenever for example we added manually an item to player's inventory, then we would trigger the quickbar refresh. So here another device. This is persistent manager, and this is persistent database device. So this class works actually as a database. So this one has all the persistence operation. So this is persistence in the game itself, in the current session, and this device saves actually the data, so the data is not lost. So whenever the player ends his session today and he has 10 Brainrots, tomorrow when he logs in, he will again have a 10 Brainrots. So here, this device is responsible to this, and they communicate with each other. That's why they are sorted like this. Sell Brainrot device. This is just a device which operates selling Brainrot mechanics. So it connects to, as you see here, currency device, and whenever you go into your base and you just click this button, selling, then you will just trigger this device and you will begin the selling operation. Here we have a slab controller. So this is a setup for 8 slab mechanics. So that's just a simple Niagara system and cinematic system to just make the slapping mechanic working. Another one is a HUD agent message device. So this device is responsible to inform the player about any error which happening if the player has too many Brainrots. For example, here I have this device which every minute just creates some admin abuse code. I'm not sure if I will be able to trigger some error message right now. Maybe if I try to buy, I cannot really buy something expensive because I have too much money. But let's see this one. So as you see, we have new admin abuse code is 4420. So this device basically handles all the UI messages to the player. Here we have our fun devices. So we have a keypad lock device, and we have this fortune wheel device. Fortune wheel device is currently set up like this. So basically you have only you can win money. You can set it up however you like. It's very simple and customizable. So in this case we got this money, and whenever we try spin again, we have a cooldown on 3 hours. So yeah, if you would like to modify it, you would need to just change the picture, then you would go into the code, and you would just modify the values corresponding to the given icon. So right now, currently it works like this. So when we got the violet field or when we got the red field, then we just we trigger the red action. So that's how you can easily define it by the colors. Okay, let's check the keypad lock device. So here we have the the timer, which generates admin abuse code every 60 seconds. You don't have to use it, you can remove it. This is just a one small mechanic which I will add whenever I publish this map so you can see it. This is so just you can try all the admin abuse codes, and it will be just some random code happening every, I don't know, 5 minutes or something. For example, it can make you fly invisible, or just make some, I don't know, some event happening. So that's just a, you know, just some mechanic which will help you test the map. So here we have it set up to 60 seconds. Here on Fortune Wheel device, we have this this cooldown for 3 hours. Here you can also add some triggers. So if you want to, for example, if you have if we get on a Fortune Wheel, if we got red one, yeah, this gradient red, this one, if we get this spin on the red one, then we would trigger some device. So you can set it up here also like this. Another device, main shop device and rebirth shop device. This is UI devices. So if you want to customize UI, you would go there and modify the logic. And here we have some actions, which is, for example, placeable item controller device. So this operates our trap device. So whenever you place the trap, yeah, so this handles the operation. So for example, if we would enable preview, so if we go here and the preview is now enabled, so we are triggering this trigger, enable trigger. Whenever we disable, we trigger this one, and whenever we click the button, so we are triggering the build trap mechanic. So this was connected with SyncGraph. I have a tutorial on my channel, or the tutorial is coming to the channel. So in this tutorial, you will learn how this was created and how to set it up. And this is connected with entity, SyncGraph entity here, main bear trap entity. So yeah, this entity is connected to this to those triggers, and that's how SyncGraph communicates with device. It sounds complicated, but it really is not. Like this device you can create really quickly. You just need to follow some steps. So check my tutorial on my channel. We have another device which is power-ups device. And here we are managing our movement speed, for example, or gravity. So if you would like to add some additional mechanics, yeah, you would just add it here, and you would connect your modifier or whatever you want to do. So in this case, we have this, for example, we have this movement speed, right, modifier. So this device just triggers, it just affects our movement speed. Then the next one is quick bar device. So the quick bar device is operating our logic for those operations. So whenever we got whenever we make some we pick a speed up, then we would trigger any of those. Or if we got the trap, then we would also trigger this device. And yeah, that's the whole setup basically. As you see, we went through this whole setup in 10 minutes. So it's very simple. Yeah, of course you need some verse background, but it's not so complicated, and you can modify it yourself. Events. So in this version, currently we have one event, but you can of course add as many of you as you want. It's quite simple. So to add or modify the existing lava event, we would go into entities. So right here, entities, we have currently 2 entities here. Go into event manager entity. And if you want to have your event running continuously every some seconds, then you would go into click here is continuous. If you want your event to start on some exact time only once, then you go and you modify those values here. But for me, lava event is happening every 15 seconds and it lasts for 10 minutes. So we can modify it to some normal values. So we would actually want lava event to happen every 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes would happen lava event. Actually, let's make it every 1 hour. And the event would last, 10 minutes. So every hour for 10 minutes is the lava event. Then the rest of the events are customized in a code. So to add another event, for example, you would add freeze event. You would go into the code. In live event manager, you would create another handle event of type. And then we have an enum here. So we would add here global effect type enum. We would add here, freeze event, or what else can it be? Rainbow event. So whenever we got this new event here, so we have here general condition handle event, and we would add another type of event. We would pick rainbow, and we would add another method of handle rainbow event. So in this case, we already have this method, but in this case, we would need to get the materials which we want to change. So for example, here we are changing the floor material, and this material we get from assets digest. So basically this is how we initiate the material, and then we just set it up. So whenever you create your material, if we try to find this material here in content drawer, you will find that we have it here. So first you create material instance, material and then material instance. And when you have your material, then you can just use it and modify all of those textures around to fit your lava event. So as you see now, I just modified the skybox, and I just modified this floor. So another thing what's happening during event, we have this custom Brainrots which are spawning. So this is achieved by one of our devices. So here we have the persistence manager, and we go into custom props. And if you look here, we have one normal Brainrot, and then we have actually this is the lava Brainrot. So here we are, whenever we add a new Brainrot, we are assigning what kind of, whenever he spawns. So in this case, this Brainrot will spawn only during lava event. And other Brainrots, they have just none. But how actually it works? So in the code of event, so live event manager, we are targeting our conveyor device, and we are targeting it by tags. So we are using tags to target it. And then we are calling this device, which has public method of set current event. So we are setting the current event for this device, and this device actually runs continuously every couple of seconds. It spawns new Brainrot. So whenever we actually assigned that the lava event is happening right now, then during our condition, which is continuously looping and creating Brainrots, suddenly our event is no longer none. So in this case, it will be lava, right? So we would enter the condition of lava event or any other event, and here we have hard-coded 50% chance that the Brainrot will be of lava type. So then we are creating a list of all our lava type Brainrots, and we will just pick random out of the whole list of all lava Brainrots, random Brainrot. Yeah, and then we are just spawning this Brainrot and it appears in our map. So that's basically how spawning the event Brainrots works. So that's a really simple mechanic. Here is the duration. So whenever we reach 0, we will go back into this non-event, so nothing will happen. The texture will reset, and also the event will also reset as it's one of continuous events. So this will be continuously looping every hour. So now let's speak about how rebirths work. So here we have to find our rebirth device. So we have here rebirth shop device. And this is a part of our UI. This is handling all the UI operations. But actually, to modify requirements of rebirth, we need to go into our persistence manager, and here we have rebirth requirements. So as you see, currently we have 4 rebirth level. So this is 0, this is what we begin with. Then on level 1, so to get the first rebirth, we just need one amount of currency, and then in our requirements is the Brainrot ID 1. So how the Brainrot IDs are defined. This is also in our persistence manager. So here we have the custom props, and on the here on the index 1, Brainrot ID 1, we have a Tung Tung Sahur. So in this case, rebirth requirement for level 1 is the Brainrot ID 1. And here we have a custom list of rebirth unlocks. So here we need to provide a list of whatever we unlock during the rebirth. Here we provide the how long will our base will be closed. So this is if we would like to extend on this rebirth, we would like to have actually 2 minutes. We would go on 120 seconds. Here, rebirth gain money. So whenever we reset, our Brainrots will be removed and we will get the rebirth. And this is the starting money. So we will start with 5,200. This is rebirth cash multiplier. So yeah, so on the level 1, we will have already 2 times multiplier. Here also we have condition which checks if the rebirth unlocks the slot. So this is very crucial. We begin our game with only first base, right? So we don't have a second floor. So whenever we put here that rebirth unlocks the slot, so on the first rebirth, we will actually unlock the second floor and the first slot here for a Brainrot. Everything else will be hidden, okay? So that's basically how it works. We define if we would like to unlock slot on each particular rebirth, right? So if we want to unlock another slot every rebirth, then we just make this condition true. So that's a very simple and easy to customize mechanic. The only thing you need to just take care is probably just this icon list. So you need to provide those icons manually. Other than that, the Brainrot icons are selected automatically. So if you go here, we have Rebirth 0. So on Rebirth 1, we have here this icon, even though I didn't provide this icon, right? So how it works. So in our persistent manager, we go again into our custom props, and as you see here, we have our Brainrot definition, and here this Brainrot has details icon, right? So for each Brainrot we provide here in the persistent manager, we provide the icon on and icon off. And this you can make really simply and quickly by using any AI or just modifying the original image into grayscale. So that's how we get those icons. So what you need to do, you just provide the ID and you get the icons automatically. So this is quite a cool feature. It simplifies a lot. Now let's speak about shop. So this shop, item shop, it's also amazing piece of mechanic. So whenever you buy something, you will get into inventory. For example, this ghost, you can equip it. You can be invisible. If you don't need it, you can just unequip this. You can unequip whatever you like. Then we just have empty inventory. So where are those items defined? And how you add new items? So those items are defined here, custom items. And here you define your icon. So in this case, we have, for example, on index 0, we have base slap hand. We provide our description, which will appear here. So it's a base attack, a base slap hand. We provide item ID, item cost, and required rebirth level. So if you see here, we have some locked items. So in this case, you will get the get UI looking like this. So you cannot click anything, you just cannot unlock this item. Then we have some more fields which help you customize it. So you provide the icon on, icon off. But you don't need to provide icon off. It's just icon on functioning here. We have here some modifiers which you will customize to your needs. So for this version of code, we have a slap mechanic, and you can add some more hand slaps or different type of slaps, golden slap, diamond slap, or different. So in this case, you will just make this one boolean true, and you will modify the slap power. So that's the slap one. So the second one is respawn. So this is a power up type. Speed boost. This is also a power up. So you provide here which kind of power up is it. So this is an enum. So if you would like to add another power up, you will just add enum here. You would select the is power up true. So let's check also our bear trap. So bear trap. So the same pattern. We add description, item ID. We add the icon. And here, this is a placeable trap. So here we make this condition true, and we provide which kind of trap is it. So you can add different types. It can be like this bear trap. It can be freeze trap, fire trap, which sets you on fire. Yeah. So the last modifier is the cooldown. So you would, if you use a bear trap, then you would set some kind of cooldown, right? So in this case, it's 10 seconds. And we can just test it now. So if you got this item, and we have a cooldown of 10 seconds. All right. The shop UI, this is persistent manager. So here you define the base data, but to modify the shop UI, you would go into this main shop device. And here you have the items per page. You can modify how many items you want to see. And yeah, so that you would need to go into the code and modify some values if you would like to modify the UI, or if you're happy with it, just keep it like it is. Let's start now with getting the new Brainrot into our game. So you would need to go into Sketchfab and get some model. Let's try to find something. Okay, so adding new Brainrot. You want to create blueprint. Building prop. Bombardiro flying. You pick here skeletal mesh. You pick Bombardiro. And then here in animation, you need to pick up this animation. As you see, this model is quite bad because it's the animation is not the same size as the skeletal mesh. So try to avoid it and try to get the same size both models. But we can make it still work. So I've got this model, and now it's just simple as going here into Persistent Manager, custom prop, add another one, check the latest index is 5, so we will need to do the index of 6, base money per second, so this will be generating 500 gold per second. Base cost is, let's make it 2000. Name is Bombardiro Crocodilo, I guess. Rarity, so you can pick rarity how you like. I don't know, it's rare maybe. Then we need to get some icon. And you need to add this. Don't skip this step, otherwise it won't work. So you can, if you don't have image for now, you can leave it as none, but you just need to pick it to be none for now. So let's see if I have something. And I don't have anything. So yeah, I will just leave it empty. Spawn during event. So yeah, we'll keep it as none. We want to have it spawning all the time. Now, you need to, whenever we buy this Brainrot, it goes into our base, right? And it will go into our base, and we will assign this carryable spawner mesh. So we'll just put this Bombardiro Crocodilo mesh into this carryable device. The thing is, UEFN has currently some restrictions, and we cannot really just make it editable and just add it from device. So we need to get this mesh from the assets digests. So if you go to the code in Game Manager, we have a loop which constantly checks the player Brainrot state, what Brainrot he sold, what Brainrot he currently has, what Brainrot he bought recently. So this basically checks the Brainrots constantly. But we need to define the mesh of this Brainrot so that this function can find it. So we add another mesh here. So we put here 6. This is our Bombardiro Crocodilo. This is our Brainrot ID 6. So we would go here into our meshes. You can click Control and click on the latest one. And here we just try to find our blueprint. So let's go here. Yes, and as you see, this is blueprint. So we cannot add blueprint to the, it's not a mesh. So what we need to do when you get the skeletal mesh or any other mesh, you need to make a static mesh. So here we will save this mesh in a meshes folder. Bombardilo, crocodilo mesh, static mesh. This is our name. Let's save it. If we go here now into meshes, you will see here, you will see our mesh. And for sure, rotation is incorrect. If we get it here, you can see like this rotation is not incorrect. It's incorrect. So let's go into modeling mode, Xform, transfer, and let's make it so it's roughly, I guess, the rotation of our base. Otherwise, you need to just play with it and just find which rotation you need to take. So complete it. And now we need to bake it. It should be somewhere. Bake transform. So this modifies our mesh. Okay, now we can delete it. So as you see, if we take now, the rotation is as we set it up. So now let's click F2. Let's take this name, Control C. We go into Assets Digest and let's try to find it. We have here now the static mesh. If you don't see it, then you need to compile and save, okay? Otherwise you won't see it here. And let's take not this static mesh, but let's take this asset, okay? We take the asset. Now let's go into Game Manager. And we will put that Brainrot ID 6 is Bombardilo Crocodilo static mesh. Build it. There is one thing I didn't do, so I didn't pick here Bombardilo flying. This is our model. Then also, if you get your mesh is huge, so you would like to go into your mesh and you would like to scale it down. So let's maybe do 0.2 for this model because it's huge. And then apply changes. I guess it's still too big, but let's just leave it like this. You need to adjust it to your needs. Now we need to go into this mesh again. And you want to do you need to set up the collisions. Otherwise the model, the Brainrot will fall into the ground. So use complex collision as simple. You can check here if we got the collision, and yeah, we got the collision. And yeah, this looks right. So let's just push the changes and let's see it in the game. So now after this very fast setup, as you guys can see, we have this this Brainrot working. The thing is, rotation is incorrect, so you will just need to play with it and, you know, just find the right rotation. But let's see how it appears in our base. So now we got it. And yeah, it appears in our base. So as you see, this this size is still incorrect. So yeah, it works, but it just needs some adjustments, right? So we would just go here into the static mesh and we would just continue scaling it down. So maybe 0.05. Apply changes, click apply changes. And then you would need to go again and change the rotation. One more thing is that we've been modifying the static mesh, which is Brainrot in a base. But if we actually want to modify the the Brainrot, which is spawned here, this is our blueprint actually. So in this case, when we got this Brainrot going here, so we can easily tell that we need to just rotate it 180 degrees. So let's check this blueprint and just let's go here, select it, and we need to rotate it 180 degrees. This should be right now. Let's see. So yeah, and while we're doing this, maybe I can also modify the static mesh. So actually the rotation here, we can take it to our base to see what should be the correct rotation. So if we get it here, so now modeling mode, transform, and that should be rotation. So complete it and bake transform, accept, save it, go back into selection, compile everything, and we can remove it, and let's push the changes. So now we are in the game. If you see, the rotation is perfect. So whenever he goes, he directly moves to the next waypoint. And also he goes perfectly to our base. Let's see now the rotation in the base itself. And yeah, this is good enough. So as you see, adding new Brainrots is super simple. If you want to add him to Magma, to this lava event, then you would need to just change his spawning effect to lava, and then just add this lava material. Now you've been probably wondering, how do we add another base? So I will show you how. So to create another base, what you want to do, you want to go into base and just click on duplicate hierarchy. So you will get another base here. Now deselected this, so clicked on select all descendants, and then you have the whole base selected, so we can just drag it here. Click E to rotate it. So you can rotate it how you want. Click W to move it again. And then when you're happy with your result, then just click somewhere else to accept it. So now to customize the base, we must adjust it in the game manager. So here we have our bases. Let's click on add another base. And that's just a simple, very simple setup. So here we have another index and everything is empty. So base name, we pick the main billboard. Base barrier, this is the main barrier. So this is this base barrier. Now barrier bars prop, we need to go here. And we try to select barrier bars prop. Barrier bars on the second floor. Okay. Barrier trigger. So this is our trigger to activate the barrier. Barrier timer. Player base position prop. So basically this is our position where the Brainrot will be going. It can be a little tricky to pick it up. So if we can just try to grab it, or we can just maybe move this away, then we see the name. It's prop move origin free. So I will just click Ctrl Z to bring it back as it was. Now I'll go into game manager again. And here I will select origin prop, move origin 3. So basically when we buy Brainrot, it will go into this place. You can switch it, you can modify it, it can be different prop, it can be even the same prop as this one. But yeah, just let's continue. So carryable devices. So those bases are configured for 15 indexes. So let's just add 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 15. And now we just need to select all of them one by one. Do it in this order, or if you like, you can select the other order, but just be consistent with your ordering, because that's very crucial, because player has all the IDs, all the Brainrot IDs assigned to exactly this order. So if you buy, for example, this, if you sell this Brainrot, so you will try to sell the Brainrot at exactly this ID. So in this case, it would be ID of 9. So just be consistent and try to keep the same pattern. This is what I use. That's the order which I do. And boom, we have all of them done. Now we have the base collect cache buttons. So those are our creative props of button. All right, so we got those buttons, we can close it. Now base billboards, again 15. $39, $40, $31, $32. And this one can be a little tricky as they are very close to each other. Okay, we've got the billboards. Now it's time for the collect money triggers. 15 elements again. Okay, next one. Sell Brainrot buttons. So this is this button. So just continue. Sometimes it can be a little tricky. You don't have to do it this way. If you have consistent naming, you can just select them here from the drop box. But I think this way is actually better. It's more precise. Okay, we have our elements done. So now it's time for base drop zone. So drop zone is our volume device. This is where we bring the Brainrot to our base and it will be detected. Base cache multiplayer billboard. This is our cache multiplayer. Second floor base prop. So this is our second base. So the whole structure here, this is the second base. This is so we show it or we hide it depending on our rebirth level. Second floor base stairs. So those are the stairs. We will be hiding them if we have a low rebirth level. Yes, and that's that should be the whole base setup. So that's very simple. And now whenever another player joins our game, this base will be automatically assigned to him. So that's all for this video. Thank you guys for watching and see you in next episodes.